Hello everyone, today I'm gonna explain to you about acids and bases throughout this video. Hope it helps you.
pH scale is basically what we use to show whether it is acidic, alkaline, or neutral. The pH scale runs from 0 to 14. Acids have a pH below 7. Alkalis have a pH above 7. The lower the pH, the more acidic the solution is. A solution with a lower pH has a higher concentration of hydrogen ions. The higher the pH, the more alkaline the solution is. A higher pH means a higher concentration of hydroxide ions.
This is hydrochloric acid, which is the example of substance with pH 1. This is lemon water, which is the example of substance with pH 2. This is orange juice, which is the example of substance with pH 3. This is vinegar, which is another example of substance with pH 3. This is black coffee, which is an example of substance with pH 5. This is rainwater, which is the example of substance with pH 6. This is pure water, which is neutral with pH 7. This is seawater, which is the example of substance with pH 8. This is baking soda, which is another example of substance with pH 8. This is milk of magnesia, which is the example of substance with pH 9. This is soap, which is another example of substance with pH 9. This is washing soda, which is example of substance with pH 12. This is sodium hydroxide, which is a base and it is very alkaline because its pH is 14. Next, we're gonna do an experiment to prove that base can neutralize acid. First, we need a base, so we prepared sodium hydroxide. Next, we're gonna need an acid, so we prepared sulfuric acid. Next thing we need is a universal indicator. We also need 3 beakers with the same size. First, we're going to pour pure water into one of the beaker. Next, we have to pour the acid into another beaker. And the last beaker is for the base. As you can see, the most left one is for the base, the middle one is for the pure water, and the right one is for the acid.
Before we continue our experiment, I would like to explain about using universal indicator. An acid-alkali indicator is a chemical which changes color when we add an acid or an alkali. Universal indicator is a mixture of indicators which shows a range of colors depending on the pH.
Then we pour some droplets of the universal indicator into the beaker with acid. And you can see that it has a yellowish color. Next, we pour some droplets of the universal indicator into the beaker with pure water, which is neutral. And you can directly see the change of color, which turns blue. Lastly, we pour another droplets of the universal indicator into the beaker with base, which is the sodium hydroxide. And you can see it has a greenish color. Okay, next we are gonna mix the acid and the base to see if the color turns blue. And if it turns blue, that means it neutralized the acid. Then you're gonna wait for a few minutes. And here's the result. And as you can see, it turns into a bluish color, which means you can say that this experiment was a success. And we have proven that base can neutralize the acid.